Welcome back to another edition of Partner Big Ruption. I'm Mel. That's the champ. What's going on, little big bro?
Let me show you guys something, right? I'm just gonna, you know, I know y'all waiting, y'all. Some people asking me, yo, when we gonna see the trophy? I said, don't worry, I'm gonna present it. But you know something? I'm gonna be on the road soon. Next month, Brick Fan Expo is starting up again. I'm gonna be rocking with them.
All right, all right.
So I'm gonna just show you a little bit, So y'all gonna be able to see the mini version
All right, all
of
right,
the
all right.
trophy.
I see you.
Y'all gonna see the mini version, okay?
Okay, okay.
Now this ain't the official joint, right?
Right,
The official joint is about, the official joint had his Wheaties, had a
right,
little bit of steroid,
right.
got some
Luggage
girth
case
to it.
size. Luggage case size.
Yeah, So this right here is a carry on. It's a carry on right here. Right? Y'all know y'all gonna be able to see the small version. So I promise you, if you are gonna be at one of the Brick Fat Expo shows
Okay.
all this year, if you come over to my booth, you will definitely see mini me. That's
Okay.
what I'm
All
gonna
right.
say.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Awesome. Seems like are you ready for this year's I can't even say brick season anymore. It's the brick year.
It's a brick year.
It's a brick
Yeah,
year because every weekend is a brick show that's happening, even in January, even in the cold month of December.
y'all
You
crazy.
know,
Y'all crazy.
right?
You need that break.
I'm fresh off of grand openings, in Jersey. That was wild. It was packed.
I
It was
I
packed.
tried to get out there, man, but the little one was sick, man. I
Yeah.
couldn't get away.
Oh yeah, man. It was good to be back home. It was. It was good to be back home.
Yeah, man.
It was good to be back home.
You always come home anytime, man. Anytime you come home. Ain't much here, but you got good people.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Most deaf, most deaf, most deaf. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
let's kick the tires like the fires.
All right.
All right, Lego One Piece. That's a puzzle that I'm still trying to figure out.
Let me help you, man. Lego has a bug in my house. Okay. Now just hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
My Game Boy. As soon as I was like, all right, I built my Game Boy, Lego came out with that Game Boy. I said, okay. Now Lego doesn't do a lot of anime. I said, yo, I'm gonna do some anime stuff, right? So I said, I'm gonna do One Piece, a build of One Piece. As soon as I said it and I posted it, I even put a timestamp on it, right? January, I think it was January 3rd or 4th. I
Mm-hmm.
put it in my stories. I said, hey, I'm working on this One Piece character.
Mm-hmm.
What it do? They put the little straw hat. They didn't even tell me what they were gonna do. You just said, "Oh, you gonna build it? You gonna build a little figure?
Uh-huh.
Here's a straw hat. Where you at?" I'm learning now, man. I can't compete
Mm-mm.
with Lego. I
Uh-uh.
can't compete. Let me shut my mouth. Let me fall in line. One Piece. It looks like it's gonna be a Netflix series. So it
Yeah.
looks like it's gonna be a Netflix series, and they're gonna have Lego sets to
Okay.
go with it. So you remember Ninjago started off as a TV show,
Right.
had a whole bunch of sets. So I feel as though that this is the direction that they're going. If we're gonna have our foot in the anime world, One Piece could be the opening.
Mm-hmm.
We could then see, you know, Dragon Ball Z. We could start seeing Naruto. We could see all these different anime properties coming on in because of One Piece. What you think?
Yeah. I'm looking at this article from Two Them by Netflix. It
Yeah.
says, "Ahoy, straw hats." The Lego Group, Netflix, and Tomorrow Studios are teaming up to bring you treasures that you can cherish while you await for new episodes One Piece. Since
Mhm.
epic live action adaptation comes to life in new Lego sets you could take right to heart to the story. You'll soon see your favorite Straw Hat Pirates. Now I'm puzzled, right? Straw Hat Pirates. And maybe here so like maybe it's a I'm taking it. It's probably like a variety show with this one piece. Maybe each episode takes you into different versions of the straw hat, right?
Okay.
And maybe it's a rendition of, where in the world is Carmen San Diego, where you go on these different adventures searching for something, and that straw hat is the Lego one piece that always has. That's the same element no matter what story you tell. That straw hat is the same element. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and look, I'm speculating, right? Um, because I haven't seen the series yet. Have you? You have seen the series yet, right? Have you?
I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, so I don't really I don't know about One Piece, but I'm making a One Piece. That that just goes to show you I need to do my homework.
I hope the show lives up to the hype, my friend, because Lego has made some shows that have fallen off.
Hmm.
You get that first episode and they have fallen off, like that Star Wars series that they made where everything was reversed.
Mm-mm. That ain't it.
And look, the idea is great,
Yeah,
and the hype is real. Like the hype is real. You all hyped up. Oh, this is great. This is great. And then you get into the series, and it's like, what's happening here?
who's this? Who is this for?
Right.
Who's this for? I mean, I think they have a real opportunity just because they have a lot of success with Ninjago. So that tells me that they know how to tell anime style stories
Mm-hmm.
and kind of create that world. One Piece is an established property.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they really can't mess this up. You have Batman, Lego Batman, another from a comic book that's a property that they brought to Lego form,
Mm-hmm.
successful. The Avengers, not on the success as Lego Batman, but successful. I could sit and I could watch an Avengers Lego, TV series or mini series and stuff like that. So I feel like Lego has good footing to really do something awesome with this, but they only got one chance.
One Piece, one chance. I agree. I definitely agree.
All right. Season one. Now, a lot of other seasons on Lego Masters are very jealous of our season. They call us the Hollywood season
Okay.
because one, we filmed in Hollywood.
We
Two,
did.
we had the red carpet treatment.
Right.
In the green room, they gave us Dom Perignon, you know, and they gave us Moet.
They did.
I think that was wrong. That was wrong season. Wrong series. Anyway, but one thing we had that was very, very different and cutting edge at the time,
Mm-hmm.
we had a lot of celebrities.
We
We had
did.
celebrities almost every other episode.
True.
We had celebrities.
Yeah.
One particular celebrity that came through and nearly ran over Will Arnett.
Hmm?
If we could find the footage, we will show you guys. Homegirl nearly ran over Will Arnett, took him out, almost took him out completely. Right, first season.
Right.
Nicole Brown, actress Nicole Brown, she's into Lego too.
Mm-hmm. She
Like,
is.
she's into Lego like a lot.
Right.
Yeah. So
Let's watch the clip.
check it out.
I have not reached the Titanic Eiffel Tower level just because I don't have the space. I have the skill. But I think the biggest I did was probably Batman's lair, and then I did Black Panther. I have everything Star Wars. I have R2D2, Grogu, Yoda. I literally build Lego all the time.
And do you keep them?
No, I don't keep them to stay. There's some that are nostalgic for me. I build Winnie the Pooh and Sesame Street. The Sesame Street set is my favorite build I've ever done. So when I build it and I don't feel a nostalgic, sentimental thing, I will break it up, put it into the huge Ziploc bags, and give it to Goodwill because there's some kid that can't afford it that would love the chance to build it. So I put all of the instructions in there and all the pieces, and someone else can have the joy. I started doing it when my mother passed. If you are dealing with any type of grief, the best way to deal with it is to take your mind off it, right? Like if you're an artist, when you start painting or drawing, there's a moment when you look up and 12 hours, 5 hours have passed, and you're like, where'd the time go? So anything you can do to get you in the flow is good for grief. And so Lego was the flow for me. I'm better.
Okay. So, two things.
Mhm.
The intent of kind of giving it back to the community, it was there. It was good intent, but when you give your Lego, unwanted Lego, to the Goodwill, they sell it for market value. How I know? I go to Goodwill, and if there's a tub of Lego there, they're trying to sell it at market value, or what you can get it on eBay, or whatever third party is, So the fact that you're trying to give this to where, like, you're trying to give this to the kids that can't afford it, they'll go there and they'll see it, but then they can't afford it because it's still at retail value. So the intent was good. She was right about it. The intent was good. This my second part, and we could split this up. Like, my second part was that she was right. Like 2017, my grandmother had passed away, and that's when I heavily got into Lego to get the grief off my mind. And I kind of feel like I'm sort of trapped in time from 2017, because anytime that my grandmother crossed my mind, I head into this Lego room and I build something, and like she was right, like 5 hours, 12 hours go by, and it has whatever grief that was on your mind has been gone or suppressed a little bit. It's not on your mind because you're occupying your mind with with the Lego. So she's totally right about that. If you're suffering from any type of grief or anything like that, go buy a Lego set. It helps with your mental. It does. And so I have been told. So I kind of got that in common with Nicole. I get that. But yeah, the goodwill thing, I would say, Nicole, start dropping your Lego off at the Boys and Girls Club, to a local school, to a local church, where the kids can get it for free.
Yeah. And it's pretty cool to hear. We always look at people who are in the industry, and they have a lavish lifestyle and everything like that. But to hear that, I play with Lego. Yeah, I build with Lego. It's now becoming more common that people, just recently, Miles Turner, he just had a Lego set, not a Lego set, but a Lego art delivered to him.
Yes.
He got a whole Lego room in his house.
Yes.
These are people that we would have never thought would be into Lego, and how Lego influenced their life. And to hear her talk about grief, my recent passing with my sister, the funeral was on a Sunday. That next day I did an assembly. And the whole time I was like, man, I don't think I'm in the mindset to do an assembly, to deal with kids and to deal with people right now. Like I'm kind of grieving.
Right.
But as soon as I started hearing those pieces come together, as soon as I see the kids putting the pieces on and the smile on their face, it took away that grief.
Yes.
And I feel like Lego has that power to just kind of separate you from the life and just have you just sit there and you just build. You have that freedom to just say, hey, you know what? I got to deal with this another time. Let me focus in on this thing that I'm building. And I want to have it built, and I want to put it on display, and I want to remember and just look at it like, oh man, yeah, I remember what emotional state I was when I built that, and then, let me pick up another set. Let me go to another set, so it's very common, and we resonate with that. So I think she's awesome for that. But that Goodwill stuff, cut that out.
Yeah. Cut it out. Don't do the Goodwill. Do yourself a favor. Boys and Girls Club, local school.
There you go.
All right. Next up, we have 5 good minutes with Instagram sensation Young Pumba. Did I say that right, sir?
It's Young Pogba, but it's cool. It's a hard name to pronounce.
Get it
a lot
right.
of people mispronounce it all the time, so it's all good.
We'll make sure that we'll get that right in the credits. But that's a very exotic name, and I like it because it's an attention getter.
I appreciate it, man.
All right. First off, how long have you been a fan of Lego?
Man, so to be honest, man, like I really been a fan my whole life since I was a kid. But I'm the youngest of 5 brothers, so the gifts that we got, it was always like as a whole, like a new video game console, something like that, something we all could share. So I didn't really get too much individual, but I always just had a dream, like, man, one day I just want to have a room full of Lego. Like, I feel like that'd be so dope. And then that's just what got me going and what got me started on that. And it's been 3 years now. So it's been nice, man. It's been a nice just a real nice welcoming vibe, especially with Corey, man. Like ever since we crossed paths, like he's just always been so welcoming of me and just telling me just keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing. And then meeting him in person and seeing that he's exactly who he is on the camera, like that's when I was like, yeah, he's a real one. He's a real one. So, yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
That's all I love, man.
But you know what? It's going to lead us into our second question, but I will tell you this, man. I noticed you when you was out with the kids and you had that microphone at Brick World and the way you was engaging those kids, and it was such a different type of vibe. It wasn't like, you're just, I'm doing this for the gram and it's just you and the camera.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Everybody in it. I was like, man, that's what we need. So that leads us into our next question. Lego and social media. How do you tie those two together?
Man, so it was during the pandemic. I want to say it was during the pandemic, and I don't know how it just all this Lego stuff just started popping up on my feed. Just all so I'm like, is this phone listening to my conversations or something? And then I just remember shortly after that, I was in Kroger one day and they had a discount on the Speed Champion cars, and it was just $20 flat. So I remember picking one of those up and going home and building it. And then just from that moment on, I was just like, I like this vibe for real. Like, and then I was just like, maybe if I can put just my personality and Lego together, I feel like that'd be something to look at on social media, especially being a Black man. I feel like that'd be kind of different. So that's kind of how that got me going, because I'm gonna be real, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. Like being myself part, that was easy. Like I had that. That's just a no-brainer. But watching everything else and just how people got angles and these cuts and just all this different stuff, I was just like, bro, this is a whole new world. But I just sat back, kind of observed it for maybe like a good month, and I just dove right into it.
Wow.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You said you messed around with Lego as a youth. Who inspired you as a youth?
To be honest, man, my pops. I genuinely thank God, like all the time that I had my dad present in my life. And then what's even more crazy is like my dad like raised all of my brothers because their fathers wasn't around. So it's just from growing up, like I guess I could say like I seen what a man was, and we never really. I'm not gonna say we didn't see eye to eye, like it was a bad thing, like we were always going neck to neck, but I was the youngest and I'm coming up in like the different generation from them and my other brothers and stuff like that. So we kind of would just not see eye to eye. Like I was so heavily into sports, he was so heavily into go to school, get your grades, But one thing that we always could agree on that he just always instilled into my head was be yourself. Whatever you think is cool, whatever you want to wear that you think is fly, just whatever you want to do, you do it. Because in that sense, natural selection and elimination, that's going to cross out the people you don't need in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I really thank God and my dad, man, for that, because he really made me the person that I am by just telling me always, be yourself, man. Don't ever shy away from that, because that's all you got at the end of the day. So, yeah.
That's what's up. And in this panel, all of us being fathers, Black fathers, that's important. That's important.
Yeah.
So, it is.
That's what's up. So you spoke about how your father inspired you, influenced you as a youth. Who do you think you inspire through Lego?
Man, so that's really a great question, big dog, because like this is what really made me keep going. Because it was at a point I was just like, I don't even really know what I'm doing, but I got a message because it was from live streaming on TikTok. Because I started on TikTok before I got on Instagram.
Right.
And it was just I got a message from like 3 people like after a live stream, and 2 of them were Black, and they were just like, bro, like the vibe that you just brought and like created for everybody to just come in and be themselves and comfortable. You're listening to music everybody can relate to. You try your best to interact with everybody. And it was like, this is very different, man. And like, it was just like, I really appreciate like vibing out with you. And just from that moment, I was like, okay, now I feel like I have more of a reason to keep pushing. And as I kept going, I just kept receiving that love. So, because like a lot of people look at me and I be telling them like, look, man, if I see you follow and I remember you, I promise you, I'm gonna follow you back. I'm not one of these people that's like trying to like act like me having this high follower count makes me some superior person or something like that. It's just like,
With a toy that most people only build just once, how do you find a way to continue to have the fun and enjoyment with that set?
man, so it's really just it kind of draws back to the social media thing, to be honest. I just feel with the way just they design these things and just the way they look. And I guess if you play with your camera enough, like you would just start like learning just these different angles and just how to just do different things to bring it towards the content aspect of like if you just want to show it off or if you want to try to find an audio that you feel will match this set perfectly. Like it's really just yeah, it's really a lot of things like that in a sense, to be honest. That's about the best way I can keep it. Because as I build a set, I'm always taking videos and pictures. So when I go back and look at that again and like how the video came out, that makes me like have like re-love for the set or like that moment I had with the set when I was building it, if that makes sense.
Got you. So one thing I've always noticed about your videos is like you have the music playing, and then sometimes you have the stormtrooper helmet on, and you be doing like you're crossing such an incredible different vibe to other creators. And you know, a couple weeks ago, a lot of creators was in panic mode because U.S. government shut down TikTok for about a whole 12 hours.
Man.
And it came right back. But you know, and I remember I reached out to you because I had asked you, did this affect you? Like, what's your plan B? So now a lot of influencers, they're thinking, all right, I have my huge following on TikTok, but at any time, TikTok could be gone.
Absolutely.
So what's my plan B? What's my pivot? What's my my escape route? So one, how did this affect you? And two, do you have an escape plan if need be?
Okay. To be honest, I wouldn't really say it affected me as much because I kind of already start like shifting to Instagram a little bit more, like trying to like learn that platform a lot more like I did with TikTok at first, since it's been maybe I could say 4 or 5 years now that they've been talking about getting rid of it. So it's like I was like, well, just in case, I want to maybe just branch out over there a lot more. And then a lot of people keep telling me I should create a YouTube, and I really do. But for some reason, I'm being nervous to dive into that field. But it doesn't make sense why I'm nervous, because when I got on TikTok and Instagram, I just dove right into it. I didn't really think about it. So,
Right.
but yeah, definitely YouTube is definitely my plan B. YouTube and Instagram, and just trying to find a way to just learn those apps more and like find a way that I can get myself out there more. But I know it's all going to start somewhere. So I don't really think I'm the type of person that'll get lucky with an overnight thing. So I just feel with a little bit of grind and work like I did with the other platforms, I think it could turn out all right.
Okay.
We'll get you out of here with this. Give us your Instagram and just give us all your social media handles so the folks that watch us watch you.
No, for sure, man. First things first, man, I want to give a shout out to Corey and Mel, man, for having me on, man. I appreciate you guys, man. But you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Young Pogba. If you're watching this, it's right there in the display, but to spell it is YUNGPOGBA, Young Pogba. Y'all come enjoy the vibes, man. I promise you'll love it. I promise.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Let me tell you something, man. We two old fossils, right? We too old. we relics of an older time,
Yeah.
when it comes to, and this is not a black and white thing, it's like when it comes to people who resonate with the youth and who resonate with the community, you bring a refreshing vibe about you, when it comes to how you display your Lego, how you do your reels, like all of that stuff is so different from what you typically see. And man, I keep telling you, man, to keep doing it, keep pushing it, and keep showing up, man. Because you know what? There's a lot of kids who might be in they playing, but they looking around the corner to see if their friend's gonna make fun of them, and they see someone your vibe, your drip, and they're like, yo, I could do this, So you're making an impact, man. If you don't hear it enough, I'm telling you, you're making an impact, man. So keep it going.
No, I appreciate that, big bro, for real. Like I said, it's stuff like that keep me going, man. I appreciate you for real.
Good. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up, we said we were going to BRICKRUPTION and we missed it this year.
That was this year?
That was this year. We said we were going last year. We said we were going to make it this year, and we missed it.
Run the tape. Run the
All
tape.
right. I remember, bro. So, like, you know what? We
Yeah,
probably you gotta go on the you gotta do the layaway for the flight, man. So we can at least try to make it next year.
Man, we gotta try. Yeah, man. I feel like BRICKRUPTION is the unofficial start to the brick season. And you know, I just love BRICKRUPTION. I've never been to it. We have a few Lego masters who have been to it. Dawn from season 2, Randall from season 2.
Yes.
I think they were there last year. One, the hall. The hall is amazing. It's a beautiful hall to do these sets, and you see a lot of incredible builds, like incredible builds. So right now, what you see here on your screen, if you're watching, is from Fleur Wilkins. Fleur Wilkins. She was on Lego Master Australia. Everybody loves Fleur. You know, everybody loves Fleur. She was on. I think she was on the first Spectacular special as well.
Yes,
so,
she was.
So here's a few of her pieces here from the show. I know she was working on that for a while. This is some beautiful architecture right here. But yeah, like take a look. They go
room for the legends right there, man. And let me tell you, like I know where Lego Masters started. It wasn't here, but these group of people right here, they are the legends, man. They're the legends, man. And and this, you know, they brought the magic on screen, man.
Yeah, they did. They did. You know, Australia, you know, they weren't the first, but they definitely made it so that other countries could say, hey, you know what? We can do that.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, America came and blew it out the water. So we ain't talking about that.
All right. I guess we cleaned that up. Here we go.
I think
man.
There you go.
You see that cracking.
See, and this is, I mean, there's some elite level builds that's on here. Like that cracking, like, come on. That looks incredible.
Right.
Incredible. Tentacles, everything.
Dang. That is unreal, man.
Yeah.
Then you get the Donkey Kong happening there.
Back to the Future. See that?
I see New Hashima made it out there.
I dig it.
I dig it. Little awards, right? Yeah. See, look, you got the tag on.
This is Mark right here. This is all Mark.
Oh, Mark. Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, this is Mark's build right here, man.
Stacks, man. Them stack houses.
Oh yeah, he love those things.
Yeah. Oh man. Man, we got to make it out here, bro.
We really do, man. We really do. Cause like, yeah, we really do. I mean, they put this on every year, same time every year, January. So, but they, you know, it's a great time, man. It looks like the people have fun. The public is having fun. You're seeing some, you know, real fantastic builds. Like the builds are just out of sight. So I gotta get out there. We gotta get out there, man. We gotta start talking about like this summer, starting to see how we can get out there, man, for real.
Oh yeah, man. Like you said, I think seems like the level of builds, man. And I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to take anything away from anybody, whatever region you live in, whatever, man. We USA here, man. And but like I love to see the style of builds from different regions, and so and even out here, like even out here, like it's like a different type of level. Like they pay attention to a lot of the detail, man.
Look at that. Look at the water. These some good stuff. Look at that castle.
Right.
Castle Bros. I know they like that. They
love
stuff. Mark and Steve. Well, no, Caleb and Jacob now. They love it.
Or you handing the crown over, huh?
Hey, listen, man. I was told, yo, they got it. They're the Castle Bros. I'm like, okay, y'all the champs, but all right, that's what we're doing. Yeah, it's a fun time, man. You know, everybody look like they're having a good time. Everybody's looking like, you know, this is just it's fun. It's fun. That's what Lego conventions are supposed to be, fun. You shouldn't have to feel like you can't post, you can't put whatever you want to put up, and then, you know, people's gonna, you know, berate you, and you got people taking your tokens and stuff like that. Come on,
Right.
America, man. Come on, let's get it together, people. Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. All right,
No doubt.
all right. TikTok. That's the sound of the clock.
TikTok.
Right? I was getting ready to spit something, man. Listen, I remember a time when we had Black Planet, Magenta,
Oh.
you know, MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what did all these brands had in common? They said bye-bye.
Oh.
You know, changing of the times. TikTok is a global brand.
Mm-hmm.
There are millions, billions of people on TikTok. People got followers like crazy. A couple weeks ago, the US government decided to shut down TikTok. And then someone came through and said, hey, we're going to bring it back on. You know, that someone was president-elect at the time. Listen, let's not get into politics.
No,
You know,
please.
TikTok got shut down.
Right.
And a lot of TikTok influencers in the Lego community, that's where they get their bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
And now their bread and butter has been jeopardized.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked a few questions here and there amongst some of the followers that I follow. And, you know, I said to them, hey, man, you know, for example, and I asked if I can mention it on here, Ethan and Dom, they were the influencers from season 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or season 3. And I had asked them, I said, hey, how did this affected you guys? And they pretty much gave me the same answer. They said, hey, you know what? We saw the writing on the wall months ago. So we started to pivot into other platforms, IG and YouTube. So I asked the same question to Maticus, because Maticus, he does a lot of numbers on TikTok as well. And he said the same thing. You know, I started pivoting a lot of my attention to other platforms, just in case this primary platform gets shut down permanently. So it seems like even though there was a shutdown and people were losing their minds, the Lego community was one step ahead. What says?
Yeah, I think it's a very unfortunate type of thing, man, to happen, and it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time it'll probably happen to TikTok. It'll happen probably to YouTube, maybe Instagram. I think that when entertainment cross paths with, I guess, world issues, or like politics. I hate to say politics. And here's the thing is, you know, if I can't get your attention on the politics, I'm gonna get your attention in your pocket. You know, your money. Yep. And so if I turn your money off, then all of a sudden I got your attention, right?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. And I think that's the same thing that happened here. Like I think that there was someone who wasn't getting the attention that they wanted, and so they threatened to turn this off, because it's a money matters thing, right? It's a control thing. If you're making money and I can't tax it, I can't get none of it, then I'm gonna turn it off because I want some of it.
Yeah.
And so I think it's an unfortunate thing, because you have people, some of our friends depend on that, and you know, you're shutting their way of life off. That's just like, you know, say all of a sudden, you know what, we're going to turn the main valve off of the water, like, you know, I don't know, Mad Max. And then what's going to happen is at 12 o'clock, we're going to open it up for about 5 minutes to let everybody go crazy, and then we're going to turn it off again.
Control.
Yeah.
It's all about control.
So it's hard to say, like, hey, look, tune away or turn away from social media, turn the social media off, because here's that phrase, reality is real.
Yeah.
You know that, right? But you know, when you made the virtual reality your way of making money, that's tough to turn away. So you can't ask nobody that.
Yeah.
I think it's an unfortunate situation, but here's the thing. Here's how you fix this.
Okay.
You got to learn how to separate that one thing from the politics. Don't let politics take over your way of life.
Right.
Because politicians come and go, friend. They do. So if you allow them to take the power of things that run your life, they'll turn your TikTok off.
Yeah. And you know, another thing, man, you know, I try to tell these young kids, man, like, you know, get your money on social media, you know, monetize, get that money, you know. When you see the writing on the wall, start looking at how you can make that money outside of this virtual world, you know. For a lot of people, like during the pandemic, a lot of us had to pivot to virtual.
Mm-hmm.
When this thing opened up, we took what we learned in virtual, we applied it to outside. That's the key.
Yeah. It's funny how that reversed, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they took away the real life away from us, and you had virtual, and now they're trying to take the virtual away from you.
They force you to live in real life.
Yeah, first you real in real life. See that? You see how that works?
Man,
all right. More Lego Master news from
Technically,
season 3.
he was season 1.
He was season
He
1.
was in our auditions.
He was. I remember that.
He's a season 1.
Sitting at the table at the dinner table with him. I remember.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He says, all right, I'm gonna take over another season. Y'all,
Yeah.
don't worry.
He came back and did season 3, but you know, he won the cup.
Yes, he
no
did.
doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind, because that, you know, the dude is a real Lego master. Like, you know, he like you, he's building something new every day.
Yeah.
And so he has not stopped. And this is a lesson for Corey, folks. This is a lesson. So Nick, or Brick and Nick, I should say, has already this is his latest project for Lego Ideas, which is the Gilmore Girls Stars Hollow. And I'm gonna tell you that this is gonna make it. But I just got a good feeling about this one. But this wasn't his first attempt. This was like one of many, Corey, one of many. Nick has a few of his ideas on this website. Yeah, folks, if you got a Lego ideas, you can create it and then take good pictures and then upload them to this website here. Like my friend Corey here. So what I'm saying to you is, don't give up. You got a lot of good ideas, and yeah, they're intertwining with Lego right now, but keep digging and you'll find that one thing, just like Nick here. All right, so Nick has created, let me see if I can get some pictures in here. He has created the Gilmore, and these are the Gilmore Girls, right?
Gilmore Girls. I'm familiar with the show. I've never watched the show, or at least not a full episode, but it was really big. And I would say the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Right.
People love it. People love the Gilmore Girls. So he definitely found a property that, you know, there is a fan base for it, you know. True. Just like with Friends, and just like The Office, like that was very key, and it's very smart that he decided to go that route, because if they're making TV shows, Seinfeld as well, they're making TV shows, then, you know, why not throw my name in the hat with a TV show? And you know, I love his build. It looks very fun, looks very festive. There's clearly a certain theme as far as it looks like it's winter. Love the details on the minifigs and the mini scale. And then you have different modulars, you have different parts of it. So this looks like, if this was to be built as a set, you know, would Lego actually keep it as different pieces to add? Like, I love how you could say, hey, you know, today I'm going to build the house from Gilmore Girls. Tomorrow, oh, you know what, I'm gonna build this little, I guess it's like, it looked like a little cafe or something like that. Like, I'm going to do that, you know? So I do love that as a feature. I don't know if all this can come together. I'm not too sure about that part, but it looks like these are all very fun modular builds that, you know, you can eventually create a bigger world for it. And that's kind of what you want out of a Lego set like this to build a bigger world. So kudos to my brother Brick and Nick. You know, and I'm learning the lesson. You know, if you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You know, my girl Aaliyah, you know, that was one of her joints. You know, first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. But at the same time, I got a little left eye in me, and I just want to burn it all down. You
No,
feel
don't
me?
burn it down. So don't burn it down. That's a lot of fossil fuel. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, let's fight going on, man. All right, you know, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, man. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board.
Yes, go back to the drawing board. So did Nick. Nick went back to the drawing board and he found that one thing. Go watch some more TV, bro. Like you're kind of knocking at the Disney stuff, as you know, as I'm saying, the Disney stuff you've been knocking at. Like,
I'm knocking at it.
You know, that Cape Crusader, like that's the route you should go. And I'm saying that, and so somebody gonna watch the show and take your idea. So
okay. Listen,
I mean, it's easy for them to make Disney stuff because they kind of got a thing with Disney now. So you know, some things can get you know done. So I would you know, definitely don't give up. You know, you got just find that one idea, and you know, hey, the Game Boy thing was awesome, but you know, great minds think alike. And look, let me tell you, Brick and Nick had made the Switch.
Yep.
And tried to get the Switch on the ideas.
I remember.
And I guarantee you they'll make the Switch though, but it won't be under Brick and Nick. So
they probably saw the Switch was like, oh, this looks like
that.
Yeah, we're gonna take this idea, hit them up with the, oh, you know, we got some licensing issues, and you know, we can't accept this idea, but we're gonna take all your plans and we're gonna use that.
He did that and the Cybertruck. He did that in the Cybertruck. I remember the Cybertruck. So that's what I'm saying. This is one of many. And now I think he's about to strike this one here. This one's probably gonna stick.
Yeah, he done cracked the window. Yeah. You know, ceiling. He's in that 10,000 club. So it's just a matter of, you know, who's his competition. But I do like his chances. So Brick and Nick, hopefully we have you on the show. Yes. We can hear a little bit more of your thought process and how you wanted to go about doing it. You know, at the end of the day, man, you know, I love my seasons. I love all the seasons of Lego Masters, but just goes to show you people, season 1, we're number 1.
Yeah, we won all 3 of the holiday specials.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
I said it. I said it right there. We won all 3, son. We 3 for 3. Huh?
You know, this ain't. I mean, you know.
Nothing like getting beat down by the OG.
They gonna be salty, man. They gonna be salty. They gonna listen to this like, oh, that's how y'all feel. All right, we're gonna do a new show. We're gonna put you guys. We're gonna pin season 1.
We undefeated right now, man. I mean, what you want? Y'all, we undefeated, baby. We undefeated, man. Like what?
Listen, we already got 2 infiltrated in Lego. We got Boone and Aaron over there. Yeah. They messing all type of stuff up. So yeah, we taking over. Over.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
man. What you got on the horizon, friend?
Oh man, what do I have on the horizon? Gonna end out January this week. This has been a very emotional month for me, man. You know, I celebrated a birthday. You know, I joined the 40 Club.
Yep.
You know, really loving that. You know, and just setting up opportunity for myself, and for others. You know, I have a lot of things coming down the pike in the next few months. I'm gonna be reaching out to Lego Masters to say, hey, got something going on in Jersey. I need you to make an appearance. So, you know, if I text you or I slide in your DMs, hey, just don't wave me off yet. Listen to what I gotta tell you, and then you can tell me whether or not you want to be a part of it. So, next month it all kicks off, man. Brick Fan Expo. We in Atlanta, Hot Atlanta.
All right,
out there in Hot Atlanta. I'm gonna be doing my thing, doing them STEM workshops with my crazy homegirl Tacos. We back at it again. We're gonna be doing some cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. That's good, man. Yeah, man. You always got, hey, look, you only funky as your last cut. So you got to keep on out there, man, and keep
That's
doing these
right.
things, man.
Gotcha.
Me, I got some stuff coming up. I got some stuff going on with Lego.
Mm,
I'm not gonna say exactly, but I got some stuff going on with the Lego group. I do.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
and so, and yeah, I'm a part of land too, and this is a land opportunity, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful. Like, and somebody has said, "Hey, man, you know, you get this set, you get that set." I ain't worried about the sets, man. They giving me opportunities. Like, I rather like flourish off of the opportunities than
Yeah.
be getting a whole bunch of sets. Now, don't get me wrong. Any free sets that come to my door, I'm taking, bro. I'm taking. I'm taking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's the opportunities for me, and the land has been coming through with opportunities. So this one is a big one. It's a very big one, and I'm so
Okay.
excited. When they give me the okay, I could start, posting stuff and like that. I'm gonna start posting stuff. It's
Okay.
something I never done before, so I'm very, very excited.
Let me ask you this, man. I remember there was once upon a time you had said that, when you and Jermaine were together, Jermaine was the builder,
Mm-hmm.
kind of was a visionary. You only been in Lego for a few years, so you didn't have your training wheels off.
Right.
The Bricktacular special didn't have Jermaine to lean on. You didn't have, that camaraderie. You had to say, hey, you had Leslie, and he was over the top, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you had to like kind of take the training wheels off and kind of ride by yourself. Now you're doing these projects, for Lego Group and other things with Lego Group. How does that feel, man? How does that growth, seeing that growth that you have from, walking in the doors of Lego Masters to where you are now 5 years later, man? How you feel about that?
Now you explain it like that. Like now I'm truly scared. Like, I feel like honestly, I feel like even today, like what was you 5 years removed from that show?
Mm-hmm.
Like I still feel like I need Jermaine by my side to complete a project. I do. And then like, I'll call him up and say, hey man, how do I do this? Or hey man, how do I do that? And I think for me, it's the comfort of having somebody guide you.
Yeah,
And I think that that's what Jermaine is for me. Like he's the guy, like he's the operative to the matrix.
there you go. There you go.
So like, and I use him. I use him. And but
He's
yeah,
all father now, man.
it's I never, and that's just the thing. Like he took off doing commissions, and I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do commission. I run a podcast and run my mouth, and like, I like to build my own stuff. I do,
Yeah,
and I collab with other builders and stuff like that, and that
right,
push the envelope for me. As far as my creativity is, when I do a collab with somebody, that helps me set the bar a little bit higher.
right, right.
Because if I do it for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, Corey. If I do it for me, I'm gonna be lazy about
You're gonna drag it.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy about it. I'm like, because it don't mean that much to me. But if I'm building for somebody, then it means something.
Yeah,
So then
because
I'll
that's
go
your
that extra mile.
representation.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Man, oh man. Listen, man, I can't wait to see what that project is going to look like. Can't wait to see it. I'm happy for you, man. These opportunities don't come to everybody.
No, they
So
don't.
when it does get into your front door, you better take it in. Even if your name's not on it, you better tear the box open, take it out, set it up in your house like, hey, man, this is mine. Even
Right.
though it came to someone else and they had the wrong address, you dropped it off at my door.
Yep, it's mine today.
It's mine today. That's right. Yeah, man.
That's right. All right. That's all I have. Man, we gotta you going to Chicago, man?
I am going to Chicago.
Okay.
I am going to Chicago. I'm working on a project myself. It's a project that I hope to display at Chicago.
Okay.
I'm going to be requesting an island. So you know how like when people have those big builds
Mhm.
and they want to be away from the other because it's so big and stuff like that. I'm not making something that big, but I want it to stand out. And I feel like if I have it amongst other builders, it might get lost in the sauce. So
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can request the space. And I'm hoping by that time I have it done. And I feel like if I get it all done, it might be one of my best works. And
Okay.
the goal is for that to make its way to the Lego house. So that's what I'm working on. I'm pushing on it.
That's
So
what's up.
I got a lot of stuff to do, man. I got a lot of stuff on my plate, but
yeah,
you know, I'm gonna make it happen.
yeah, man, make it happen, man. Make it happen. Dreams, man. You know, we have to live the dreams. You know,
That's
we have
right.
to live the dreams.
That's
So,
right.
definitely make it happen. You're gonna make it happen. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Without that, we have nightmares.
Right. True.
There you go.
Don't give me no nightmares about that clock, though, man. Forget that clock.
Oh man.
All right, folks. That's all we have for you. We hope you enjoyed the show. We're gonna peace out here, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Good night, America. Cool. Got it.
Right.
Recording ended. Cool. Got it.